Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It is Thursday, Friday Eve. That may mean something to y'all if you got the weekend off. If you don't, it's just another day. If you aren't following us, like us, follow us, and share us. Head on over to our page, Coffee Time with John and Mom. We've got almost 170,000 of you all on there. So if you're looking at a page that don't have that many, you're on a duplicate page. Get off there, go find the real one, and come and join us because they've stole our video and they're using it for their own. We're making homemade salsa tonight. Salsa and coffee. Don't tell me that ain't good because I know. Mama says I am, but I'm going to make it mama friendly and not making a huge batch because you can make it so easily. Well, I'm making oh, you're going to find us some chips. Yeah. Well, I make it a big old batch and I'll have fresh. Just me and Mama. And Mama will eat a lot of it, but I have just been wanting some. I usually wait till fresh tomatoes come in, but this year I just can't do it. So I'm going to plant that root that I just cut off that purple onion, and I'm going to have it for another day. I'm going to plant it, and it's going to grow big old pretty purple onions. How do I know? Because we've been planting some and it works so wonderful. Gonna get the old chopper out. Now, Tupperware had this deal going. You buy $100 worth of Tupperware. If you're gonna do that anyway, if you're gonna buy that That's About Tower, which is wonderful. Or if you're gonna get into other products, and right now all
you have that on your page, you'll get wet.
The canisters are on half price. Those white canisters with the black lids, they are on half price. So if you're just going to get any of that stuff anyway, you might as well get this wonderful chopper for $25. Not even half, like a third of the price. It's ridiculous. It's a wonderful sale. Let's come right down here to the old chopper and let's get some whole tomatoes. I like to use whole tomatoes. We can use petite diced and all those just like everybody else, but I like the whole tomatoes. The flavor is wonderful. And for salsa and those kind of things, I just love it. Just love it. And there's going to be no problem whatsoever. I'm going to put them right here in this chopper. I'm going to make salsa in this chopper in a matter of minutes. And it's going to be delicious. And we're going to enjoy it. I'll read y'all the recipe so y'all can write it down. So go get your pen and paper right quick. And you can see if you want to write it down. Nola will probably post it too. So taking the lids off. These have been washed. Tops have been washed thoroughly with squirted down, dish rag, and all that good stuff. So here we are, and this sale is still on. $100 purchase, and you can get this whole chopper. You can get this one or the one they call the towel, which is just a little smaller round, and it's as tall as this one. But you get all this. You get the mechanism, you get the paddle that stirs, you get all that. $25. I mean, that's a great deal, folks, and what a time saver. And when I make this salsa, you're going to say, if I just paid $25 for it for salsa only, it'd be worth it. Mama's showing us a canister there. So this whole canister set, you get the others. And this is not a Tupperware, so if y'all are saying, oh, I'm just telling you some stuff that's going on. So that's it. We're making salsa, and we can talk a little Tupperware if we want to. All right, so I've got these open. I'm going to go ahead and pour them into my chopper. Juice and all. These are whole stewed tomatoes. You all see that? Whole stewed tomatoes. I'm in a good mood because I love salsa. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a little crank. But just a crank. I'm not, it's like 24 knife cuts. And why am I just doing that? Because I've got more to blend. And this is going to blend when it blends. Because I'm fixing this all in one pot wonder here. Because you see this little purple onion? I could use a little bigger one. But Mama's, raw onions is not her thing. And I don't want to put too many in there. But look how fast this is going to go. I'm going to put them right in there. Just like that. 2 green onions. This is going to be stem, stalks, and all. Did cut the little root ends off. We're going to plant them. That's how you just keep the family happy. Keep bringing on the beautiful green onions. Now, I'm going to put, let's read our recipe. It's time to read the recipe. Time to get down to the paper and the pencil. Here we go. This is if you're going to make a fresh tomato pasta, which is good and it's the best. But this is great too. So it's 1 1/4 pounds, about 5 or 6 Roma tomatoes. This is probably 12 Roma tomatoes in those 2 cans. It's quite a bit of tomatoes. There's about 5 or 6 in each can. A can of petite diced tomatoes you add to the others. I am not going to add the petite diced since I added 2 cans of those, okay? 2 green onions, you see me put those in there. 1/3 cup chopped red onion, and that's probably 1/3 of a cup. Jalapenos, and I'm using pickled. It says here to use fresh and seed them. Okay? I know that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put in just a little bit, Mama. Turn your head.
Yeah, I see that little bit.
Mama, that ain't much. That ain't a whole jalapeno.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that much jalapeno in it, pickled, and it's not way too hot. I promise you. That's all I can do to keep from getting one of those and eating it right there. 1/2 cup of fresh cilantro. Well, I'm not putting a cup, and I'm not using fresh. This is dry. I don't even have any fresh yet. So I'm going to convert that cup of fresh cilantro.
Into sprinkle.
No, I'm going to convert it into a tablespoon of dried cilantro. Some people don't like cilantro. They say it's a genetic thing. So 1 tablespoon dried cilantro. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to do get that garlic paste. I think that'll be the best. I didn't get that out, Mama. Sorry. 2 tablespoons of lime juice. Now I'm going to convert over here to my purple tablespoon because I don't want to put wet in there. This is just that old bottled stuff, and they don't have it in Minute Maid. I've not found it anyway. I've seen it online, but I've not found it in stores. So that's 2 tablespoons of good lime juice. It smells good. Tastes good. Tastes like good limes. 1/2 of a teaspoon of chili powder. And I'm going to use our Mexican here. One-half teaspoon of Mexican chili powder. Going in the pool. You use your favorite kind of chili powder, it'll be fine. Okay, this is 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cumin. You notice I am measuring because I can get carried away with some of these spices. And this is the kind of thing you don't want to get carried away. Right here. So it's just a little dab bit. I mean, it's not much, but it's the cumin. Ground cumin is powerful and it goes a long way, but it adds a great little flavor to it now. It does add a good flavor to your salsa, to your Mexican dishes of any kind. But if you put just a little bit too much, you will know it. Okay? And 1/2 teaspoon of granulated sugar, it says. You can leave it out. I just turned the camera around sideways. But I'm going to put it in there. 1/2 teaspoon. Folks, are you proud of me for going with the rules tonight? Look at this. Measuring and everything. I mean, that's almost getting ridiculous, me measuring. Salt and pepper to taste. And then 1/4 teaspoon of y'all's Southern Secret. I'm reusing my spoons, but they're cleaned off. Maggie, don't be barking and embarrassing us in front of the whole family.
Sprinkling.
Okay, this is y'all's Southern Secret. And this is the Southern Secret, and it has the onion and garlic. Can't go wrong with that in salsa. Now, can you? No. The black pepper, I'm going to just do sprinkle, sprinkle. Shake all the way around. I like some good black pepper. And salt, I'm going to put just enough. Just to shake all the way around. Now let's go back to our garlic. This is garlic paste. And on here it says, this is if you're doing fresh, 1 large clove of garlic. So I'm going to use a tablespoon of garlic paste. Because it is salsa, and you do want to taste that. And that's just 1 tablespoon. And it actually came out really well. All right, folks. Everything is in the blender. And y'all saying I just pulled it twice. Oh, where's your cuff? Oh, there it is. I just pulled it twice on the tomatoes. So now we've got to give it a good grind because we want all the tomatoes ground up. And we want the seasonings in there. We want all that. So I'm going to give it a good crank here. This is kind of what the restaurants do when you go. They make salsa. We had a favorite Mexican restaurant. We have one here in town. And you go sometimes and their salsa would be hot. You go other times and their salsa would be kind of mild. Mama liked the mild nights, but she didn't care for the hot nights of the salsa. So I asked the owner, who was talking with us one night, I said, how come your salsa changes? She said, if we make it fresh, it's mild. She said, the longer it sits with the jalapenos and all the flavors, it gets hotter and more intense. So I learned, salsa does change. So that's all I'm going to do. And let's pour it up and see what we got.
Oh, it smells good.
Don't it, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Mama, you're going to like this. Now, you know I ain't going to burn you up with nothing.
You wasn't intentional.
No.
But you're not so hard.
But now, Mama,
to me,
you put 3 or 4 slices of jalapenos, the only heat that went in here, really. You ain't going to get too hot from that. I promise. Let's pour it up and see what we got, folks. Can y'all see? Let's tilt right on down here. So here we go. Into our salsa bowl it goes. Hold that spoon there. It'll keep you some splattage down. Now, don't that look like downtown? Or maybe I should say down south.
You put the garlic and all this.
I think I'm through with everything, Mama, unless you want me to add some more jalapenos or something.
Oh, no, you're not getting.
I'm talking out of my head.
Yeah, you're going to get in trouble.
She said, you're talking out of your head. Oh, wait. I did forget the lime pepper. This is y'all's lime pepper. It wasn't on my recipe, but I decided I was going to add it because... Did you take my purple spoon that quick?
I ain't took your spoon.
Oh, it's over there. This is the lime pepper. And I'm covering the whole top of it. Probably 1/4 of a teaspoon. Because I just think this is going to be delicious. Y'all's lime pepper and y'all's secret is in there. Now I'm just going to whip it up. Whip it up. You could probably put some of the barbecue in here, the sweet meat barbecue. You can just add it any way you want to. But the lime juice went in and the lime pepper went in. So this is homemade salsa, folks. Mama, are you ready to taste?
Oh, yeah.
Flavor. I got some more of them chips. I don't
Are
know.
you going to try these canisters?
One of my favorites is Tostitos. But this is pretty good chips. These Chi-Chis. The canisters, here's the canisters. And they're on half price. go to Mama's site, it'll be posted in the bottom. And there's one more canister, isn't there? It's a 4 canister set. Mama's missing the next to the top one.
Oh, that's all the symbols packet.
I think it's 4. We'll look and see, but y'all can look and see before you can sort them. But just make sure. Mama, this is probably supper, so we'll bless this and then we'll eat it. You want something else to go with this?
No, I eat kind of left.
You can make a meal. You know how when you go to a Mexican restaurant or any kind of restaurant that has chips and sauce and you say, oh, I can make a meal on chips. We do that. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your mercy and all your grace. Dear Lord, we just ask you to bless this meal and bless this salsa for our nourishment tonight, dear Lord, and be with all the people that are here tonight. Be with each and every prayer request, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. And just put a hedge of protection around this old world we live in. In your name we pray. Amen. Mama, there's a good chip.
Well, I'm going to go for my dish.
You don't want to double dip. We ain't going to double dip.
I'm not.
Mama says she's getting a monkey dish. She ain't fooling with us.
I'm
Why
not-
do you call it a monkey dish? That's what you call them in the restaurant. It's just this little dish here that you get your individual portions on. That's what they call a monkey dish. And in the restaurant, they use short, and they'll say, hand me a monkey. Means hand me some of them bowls. Hurry, I'm in a hurry, gotta go. You put butter, cream, all kinds of goodies in them. And so, in case you haven't ever worked in a restaurant, that's just a little extra knowledge for you.
Inside knowledge.
Little inside track. So if you need a little bowl at your restaurant, say, ma'am or sir, whoever's waiting, could you bring me one of them monkey dishes? And they'll say, oh, you work in a restaurant. All right, Mama. How hot is it?
I didn't taste nothing hot in that bite.
Well, there you go.
The next one might set me on fire. After it goes down, you can tell it's a little warm.
Now, folks, I'm just going to tell you. When fresh tomatoes come in, I'll make a fresh tomato batch. But I'm not waiting when I can make it taste this good. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with this sauce.
Mm-mm.
It's most good. It's delicious. And I can't really tell that it doesn't have fresh tomatoes in it.
Excuse me.
This is one of those things that is so good, why buy it? But if you want to buy it for simplicity, but this makes it so good. And it'll be better tomorrow. So, tomorrow's Friday. We might do something with salsa and chips tomorrow too. I thought of this today and I thought, I'm making me some salsa tonight.
You was really wanting it, wasn't
I wanted it the other day, remember?
you? Oh, yeah.
I said, Mom, I could make salsa tonight.
Been thinking about it ever since then.
No. I've got purple on my thumb from that red onion. Looks like a bruise. Looks like a sore, but it ain't. It's just purple from the red onion. What do you think about that, Mama? Is it the best you've had, homemade salsa you had all day?
Yep.
You heard it here, rave reviews.
It's the only homemade sauce I've had today. It's good. It's not too hot.
It's not too hot. You hot lovers, you can add a little bit of something else to this. You can put some more jalapenos. You can put a fresh jalapeno. If you're really into it, put the seeds and all. The chopper can handle it. But if you're not, just maybe put a few more jalapenos, pickled jalapenos in here. The fresh cilantro would be good in it, but I don't have fresh now. So I use the dry. Sometimes it's better just to use what you have and not wait around.
Well, the boss lady's home.
Mama, that's all I have. You have anything else?
No,
She's not there with John. She'll be fine.
Yeah, she just
She loves him better than she does me.
does.
I'll quickly go over the recipe in case you get your pencil out now. It's 1 1/4 pounds of ripe Roma tomatoes or 2 cans of whole tomatoes stewed. Mama worries. 1 can of petite diced tomatoes, but I used 2 cans of the whole tomatoes, and I didn't use any of the petite diced because I made them all diced. 2 garden green onions, or store-bought, that's fine. 1/3 cup of chopped red onions, and that was just a fresh one. 1 jalapeno pepper, and you know how big they are, a fresh one. So put the equivalent of pickled in there if you want a little more heat. I put about 3 slices. 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro, or 1 tablespoon of dried cilantro. 1 large clove of garlic, and I put 1 tablespoon of garlic paste. 2 tablespoons of lime juice, I did that. 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. 1/4 teaspoon ground cumin. 1/2 teaspoon sugar, and that did kind of mellow everything out and blend it well. Salt and pepper to taste, and 1/4 teaspoon of y'all's Southern Secret, and 1/4 teaspoon of y'all's lime pepper. And it's delicious, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah, it's really good.
So add that to your recipes and make this all summer. Sit on your front porch, drink you some y'all's peach tea, and or regular tea. I think they've sold out the peach. If you waited, hopefully they'll get some more back
Some
in.
more in, he said,
Quick fix.
made it, trying to by May the 1st. So,
That ain't too far away.
no, but it's, then the next will be 50 days later when they run out of that, I think, trying to get it to them.
This is good, y'all. So give it a try. Let's see what y'all are saying. How come she wants to stay out there with her friends?
He went around because they were working or doing something.
She heard us in here, and she's afraid we was eating.
He left her out there on the porch. She's been out there with him the biggest part of the evening, but she knows you're home, so.
Somebody's asking about the y'all's link. It'll be posted on our comments. It normally is on every video we do. And if you use our code, JOHN, all capital letters, at the end when you're putting your credit card information, it's a promotional code or coupon. Type in JOHN. You get 10% off everything you buy on y'all's site. And that includes their t-shirts. And they have lots of t-shirts. They come up with some beautiful ones. They got the y'all's peach tea one. It's y'all and Mama wore it the other day. I think it's her new favorite y'all's t-shirt. Just type in our code. What do we get out of it? We get a point. Notch that says they heard it on John and Mama. So we appreciate that. We appreciate y'all doing that. Y'all are just so kind. But anyhow, get you some y'all's tea. If you're interested in Tupperware, you're going to buy some of these canisters at half price. You're going to buy That's a Bow Tower. You're going to spend $100 anyway. So why not get this chopper that saves all kinds of time for $25 when it's usually, I don't know how much it is.
It's gone up to six.
It's $60 or $70 all the time.
69 or
So you're getting a great deal. You're getting almost $200 worth of stuff with the $125 ticket. Are you gonna have something else to eat with this?
No,
Did you have anything else in mind for tonight?
no, like I said, I ate late.
When I came home, I said, "Do you have anything in mind for supper?" She said, "I just ate. You'll have to eat by yourself." That's what she said. And I said, "Well, I just ate 2 hours ago, so
You ate late too, didn't you?
let's just have some chips and salsa tonight." And here it is. There it is, folks. It's just like downtown. Make you some salsa. Make you something. Make you some memories, most of all.
Oh yeah.
Find you something good to eat. Make some memories. Sit on the porch and talk. You know, a lot of times we get caught up in planning activities and planning things to do, which is great. But it's also great every once in a while to just sit, be still, and chat. Chat with your kids. Talk to your kids. make some memories like that way. Learn from each other. Every once in a while, Mama has. I've known Mama a long time now. Probably,
You have.
probably close to all my life, and I've heard a lot of her stories. And some of her stories she tells over and over, and I love to hear them over and over. But sometimes, even an old familiar story that I've heard her tell me over and over,
I'll stick something
she'll
in.
stick something new in, and I said, "Mama, you had never told me that before, hadn't I?" Well, I just remembered it. But yeah, that's what we used to do. Sometimes she'll be telling stories, and I may have heard 1 and 2 stories, and then this whole other story comes out that I've never heard of in my life. And I'm like, Mama, I've never heard that. She said, I never told you that before. It's good to just revisit, isn't it, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
She tells one story I had never heard of before. She told me about a year ago about some bazooka bubble gum and her sister stealing hers. And that, I hadn't heard that one before. And Mama smelled her out. It was late at night. Mama said, I got the whiff of bazooka bubble gum, and I knew she was chewing that gum.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you got all kinds of good stories. Make some memories, folks. That's all we got. Mama, you got anything else?
No,
It's been a blessed day. It's
it
going
sure has.
and tomorrow will be a good day too. So y'all just keep on keeping on and smile a lot, like a lot, love a lot, and make some memories. You ready to go, Mama?
Yeah.
All right. Tell the folks, say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama. God bless you and so. Have a wonderful night.
Bye, y'all.